into some more two-wheeled action with the Dunlop Thunderbikes now. A nice field of international and local champions coming to play. And a couple of guys getting in some sneaky practice for a couple of the Super GP events as well. This man particularly will be fired up. He is on a Kawasaki. So is Dean Vos. Greg Hildenace and Vos going to be taking on Grobler. First time out for him on the R1 Yamaha, and it looks like he's got a good start. But coming from behind, have a look at the start, sneaking through there from, wow, 56, Shorty Davidson, one of the best starters in the country. And he's already up and looking for an opportunity of possibly even stealing the whole shot. That went to Hildenace. But as they come out of turn 2 now, they just start to sort things out.
Well, Nick Grobler, they're not the best start from pole position, and new to that Yamaha R1, obviously figuring out just how much revs he needs to get a good start. On board with Dean Vos, putting his elbow on the ground, showing you how quick you can go through turn 3 into turn 4.
Yamaha's looking very tasty, but the Kawasaki of Hildenace could be the bike to beat you today. We're on board with Zwartkops a bit further back there, another one of the four-ways flyers machines on his ZX10. He's in the thick of it and looking for opportunities to get up as high as he can, but it's not going to be easy in a very, very talented field of riders.
Oh, man, getting away a little bit in the front there, the 34 Greg Hildenace, and Nick Grobler now after that mediocre start, trying to fight back. He's back in 4th place and trying to put the guys under big pressure. Gareth Davidson after that good start is under some serious pressure from a Yamaha.
Be Clean and Cleaning Machine, and of course Uncle Andy's racing in the background there. Darian Kaiser, the all-blue bike, is the first of the 600s. A little bit further back in this field as well, you can see starting to have little dices all of their own. Some Robert Morph in there as well, Sarah Moret, great ride from him, and then Cliffy Ogle in the WHC Racing E-Box Ducati Panigale.
There we go, move up the inside, and Nick Grobler has made the pass on Shorty Davidson and has moved up into 3rd place. But some very talented riders, Dean Vos just ahead of him, and Greg Hildenace, and a bit of ground to catch up.
Ramsey closing in on Upton there, so Gavin Upton under some pressure there from Gavin Ramsey. Battle of the Gavins, back on board with Zwartkops a bit further back here, also starting to look for opportunities. Oh, he's got it all wrong, that's a big one. Zwartkops goes down on the flick over, and looks like, oh, Matthew Herbert's gone down with him. He had to take evasive action to miss SHAUN VERMAAK crashing out. And that's a massive, massive maneuver. That's the red flag out, and unfortunately, that means a whole restart of this race. Here's VERMAAK's point of view. Yeah, a little high side coming out of 6 into 7. Happens so many times, but unfortunately it caught out another rider as well, and we've lost both SHAUN VERMAAK and Matthew Herbert, both on Kawasaki's.
On board with Dean Vos, a great start this time around, and look at that, Greg. You can only appreciate the lean angles when you're seeing this sort of angle. Great job there. The 149, Dean Vos into turn 1 up in the front.
You see Darian Kaiser in the thick of it as well. First of the 600s on that GSXR. Suzuki looking good. Uncle Andy's racing and Be Clean. And now Gareth Davidson. Shorty Davidson is having a phenomenal run here at Zwartkops. It's definitely one of his favourite circuits. Greg Hildenace already putting pressure onto his stablemate there on the Kawasaki. But then it's Yamaha. And then Arvin van Niekerk, not on the Panigale, this time out on the ZX10.
Gavin Upton there was a good shot on the 221, and also having a look there at the 29 of Eric Cook. And we see the guys are not holding back all the way through the field. We've got Class X, Class A, B, and C as well out there, and sub-10, so a lot of top riders all fighting for valuable positions.
Upton has been bettered there. Ramsey's got through on him, so Gavin Ramsey now winning the Battle of the Gavins. How was that backing it into G&H Transport from the Joker? Grobler got it absolutely sideways, and there was no answer from Shorty. Oh, there goes it. Oh, that's one of our lady riders. Unfortunately, that's Landy Sinden, who's gone down there on the Milwaukee Racing Machine, and a second red flag.
Oh, all the action. That was a big one, Greg, and unfortunately for her, she had all her big sponsors here hoping for a good result.
And all the way from Dubai they've come as well, but she's definitely tested out the Bell helmet as well. And fortunately she got up, walked away, a little bit of a shoulder injury, and we wish her a speedy recovery.
Let's try this one again, Greg, and let's hopefully we get through this last part of the race. And Greg Hildenace trying to go well around the outside of Dean Vos there, but Dean Vos up the inside line, looks like he's back to the front.
Vos is having a super run here on the ITR Trollen bike, but he's being pressurized by the creepy crawly Kawasaki of Double G. Remember, Hildenace, a 3-time back-to-back South African Superbike champion, so he'll certainly know what to do in this situation, particularly now that we've had 2 restarts. What are you going to do to try and sort this one out? Not going to be easy. Nico van der Merwe having a great run there, a bit further back. Champion Wheel and Tyre and Genrock Kawasaki, and he is in the thick of it, right with Gavin Ramsey, Upton, and yeah, coming into the thick as well is of course Eric Cook. This is great stuff. Magic stuff from Thunderbikes, and this is why Dunlop have cut on board this year.
Well, 3 starts out of 3. Nick Grobler couldn't quite get that Yamaha off the line. He's going to have to get a lot more practice if he wants to get the whole shot. It's certainly quick once it's running, but just figuring out that bike and looking pretty good on it.
Nice to see you right through the field. Also picked up on the other lady rider there, Janine Mitchell on the Munro Racing Machine, having a good run. She, of course, has just started Fearless Female, so make sure you check out that on Facebook. 65 in the house is Mornay Potki to the Morphine Racing bike, but it's Kawasaki's 1 and 2 for the lead. Oh, put your money on the table, but I think Dean Foss might have this.
Well, we're coming down to the wire here. Dean Foss is holding on for dear life, but Greg Heldenace is not a 3-time national champion for no reason, and he'll be looking for the smallest of gaps to try and take away the win.
Dean Foss, I think, is going to hang on for the win here, but on corrected time with the 2 restarts, Greg Heldenace might just take the victory. Not the way you want to be doing it. You want to win in front of the crowd. That's exactly what Dean Foss did. But yes, he did get second once the times had been sorted out. So Creepy Crawly Kawasaki wins with Double G on board and Krobler in third. We caught up with Double G to find out how the day went.
The race started off pretty good. I got out front and it suddenly got to a red flag situation. Then we restarted again and another red flag. But overall we got it. And it was a good day racing. Always a pleasure racing here at Extreme Festival.
Our last category.